It's a different model of reality. Our current model of reality goes something like this in a nutshell, of course. 13.8 billion years ago, a massive event happened known as the Big Bang. Over the course of billions of years, this mass consolidated and cooled and formed the cosmos that we know today. A couple billion years ago, life crawled out of the ooze because Earth became ideal enough for life to climb out of the ooze. A couple million years ago, apes stood up from 4 feet to 2 feet and developed a brain. And when that brain developed, consciousness arose out of that brain. Now you had upright individuals with consciousness that design the civilizations that we have today. That is what most of this Earth, planet Earth, considers as what we'd say the model of reality. Yet, where it gets really perplexing and bewildering, is that there is not one proof of evidence for this model. There is not one shred of evidence that this, we'll call this a matter-first model of reality exists. For instance, for over 100 years, quantum physicists have known that matter does not exist. This stuff that you're sitting on, this stuff that you're wearing, everything that you know has never been found. Every time they go to look for it, they always end up in an unknowable place. Every time what they're saying is that this is here, but it's not what it appears to be. That everything that is known, all the matter in the world and the universe and cosmos, doesn't have a standalone reality. It says that it borrows its existence from an underlying reality. So let me give you an example. A wooden chair. A wooden chair borrows its existence from wood. Wood borrows its existence from carbohydrates. Carbohydrates borrows its existence from carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen borrow its existence from protons, neutrons, and electrons, which borrows its existence from quarks, which borrows its existence from bosons, which borrows its existence from dark matter, which borrows its existence from dark energy. And dark energy is just a fabric of potential. It's unmeasurable. It's unknowable. This fabric is an all-connected, it's one connected source. It's all made up of the same thing, and it all talks to each other. When you touch the cosmos on this side, the other side of the cosmos, and every other piece, then that dark energy knows that you touched it here. So everything that we know is matter doesn't have its own standalone existence. Again, another way of saying that is they've never found things. Another example. Neuroscientists have never found an ego. They've never found an individual. They've never found you. The thing that you believe yourself to be, an independent person that has done this life, they've never found that. Even today, they don't know where this ego is. They don't know where it lies in us, if it's in the left-hand side of the brain or the right-hand side of the brain. The closest they can get is that we are a bundle of thoughts, images, and ideas that we've identified with. And thoughts, images, and ideas have no substance of themselves. So we've taken ourselves to be what we could call an illusion. And lastly, neuroscientists have never, they don't have one plausible idea on how consciousness arises out of brain matter. It's known as the hard problem of consciousness. They have no idea how brain matter or brain activity generates consciousness. None. Any attempt to try to describe how it happens, they always have to throw in a miracle or two. So, said differently, matter hasn't been located. Therefore, your body has not been located. Your ego hasn't been located. Therefore, your mind has not been located. And they have no idea how we're experiencing how we experience the world as it is. You could say this matter first model. It's a matter first model because matter, the Big Bang happened, matter happened, and then billions of years down the road, consciousness happened. Consciousness is we don't even talk about consciousness in this hemisphere. Rarely. It is a model of separation because it says that I have my own reality here, right? I have my own personal consciousness here. It ends at my skin. Then there's space, and each of you have your own individual realities of consciousness separate from mine, separate from everything else, separate from everything. So this matter first model that we're all familiar with is a model of separation. And what's being suggested here is that all the conflict that we know internally, we all know internal conflict. Sometimes it could be described as depression or anxiety or anything like that. And all of the conflict on the outside in the world, wars, hate, violence, is all based on the wrong model of reality. It's based on a model that has never been found and is based on a model of separation.